Hey, happy Monday, guys. Just wanted to check in and let you guys know overall, most of you are doing a really great job staying up on the work. Some of you seem like you're doing the IXL recommendations on Tuesday and Thursdays, some of you don't. Make sure you're just signing in to IXL on Tuesdays and Thursdays and trying as much as you can, or you can do Dreambox. Some of you are still preferring to do that, and I'm checking on that too. So make sure, though, at least you're doing the Monday and Wednesday assignments. Those are most important for you, okay? Today you're going to work on something that the high school teachers wanted to make sure you're getting. There's a few things obviously we didn't get to this year, so the high school math teachers have been asking if we're going to, like, what we missed basically for the rest of the year, so they're going to start off with you next year on those things. And I wanted to just kind of give you some new stuff, a little bit new stuff, but a lot of it builds on stuff you've done in the past. So like today's, for instance, you're going to work with exponents, okay? So you're going to see something like this, kind of an easier problem. So 2 to the third power equals what, okay? Well, 2 to the third power, remember, power just means you're multiplying this number, right, this base number, as many times as the exponent represents. So in this case, there's 3, so you're going to do 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and then 4 times 2 equals 8. So the answer to this one would be 8. A lot of you know how to kind of do this already, stuff that you've done in 6th and 7th grade. But I wanted to show you something that might be a little bit more harder, and there might be some negative numbers involved, but probably no negative exponents, I don't think. I don't think there are any negative exponents for this lesson. So here's a little more difficult question. You're going to see it in a different format. So you'll see something like this. 10 to the b power equals 100,000. Okay, so what they're asking you is to replace b with some number. So 10 times 10 times 10. So how many times you have to multiply 10 by itself to get there? Okay, well, 10 times 10 is 100. And then 100 times 10 is 1,000. 1,000 times 10 is 10,000. And then 10,000 times 10 is 100,000. So now that I'm there, I can just count these. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for this problem, okay, we're going to replace, and it's going to ask you like b equals what? In this case, you're going to do 5. So that's kind of a medium problem, you'll see. They're usually just doing these type of problems with tens, just because it's really easy to kind of do that. You absolutely can use calculators for anything you need for this one. Like doing 7 times 7 times 7, that might be a little harder to do in your head. I absolutely am okay with you guys using calculators when you need to. So here's like a harder problem. Here's like the hardest one you'll see for this lesson. You might see one that looks like this. Well, not really harder, but just different. So you might see something like this. So -5 squared. Remember, this is just asking you -5 times -5, right? And a negative times a negative is a positive. 5 times 5 is 25. So your answer for this one would be 25, okay? If you got something like this, -5 to the third power, -5 times -5 times -5. So a negative times a negative is a positive, so you're at positive 25. And then positive 25 times -5 is a -125. So your answer for this would be -125. Okay, so that's like probably the hardest type of question you're going to see. And then you might see one that's confusing. And I was looking up the reason for why the answer what it is, and it has to do with a multiplicative identity, I believe. Actually, I have it right here. Let me see. So if you see a problem like this, it'll be so any number to the 0 power. So you might see something again like this. Sorry for the pause. So you might see something like this. So 5 to the 0 power. Now, what does that equal? Wow, that's really bad 0. That's not much greater. All right, so 5 to the 0 power. The answer for this actually is just a positive 1. And the reason I can find behind it is any number to the 0 power is 1 because any number to the 0 power is just the product of no numbers at all. So just the multiplication answer of 0 numbers, which in this case is the multiplicative identity of 1, okay? So if you get a problem that looks like this to the 0 power, your answer is just a positive 1. If your number is negative. So if you get like a negative 5 to the 0 power, your answer is actually -1, okay? And I'm sorry I don't have a great explanation for that. But I saw these on the problems. I want to make sure you knew what they were if you come across them. So that'll be the hardest one you'll see, okay? Tomorrow, Tuesday, we're going to do a Google Meet at 1:30. You'll have no assignment for tomorrow other than just check in on the Google Meet. I just want to check in, see you guys, answer any questions you might have. I didn't get a chance to check with you last week, so I hope things are going well for you. And I'd love to see you guys all tomorrow. It's not a requirement, but it's your assignment for the day. So I'm not going to grade you if you don't show up, but I'd love for you to show up. If you want to come on and hit mute and just listen, and that's fine. If you want to come on and talk, that's great too. And just want to hear from you guys, see how you're doing, see if I have any answers for any questions you might have. Your assignment for today is KV1, and you're going to go to a score of 85 on this. Score of 85. So if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Wow, really struggling with my letters there, aren't I? E and 5. Okay. Numbers, not letters. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.